and welcome back to Jazz's Angel Number Tarot. I'm super excited for today's video because today we are doing a collective energy spread to see what is going down in love, in life, and whatever comes up for all of us this week. So before we get started, DM my Instagram in the description below if you'd like a private reading. You can ask whatever you want for your private tarot reading, okay? Like this video, please subscribe to my channel and comment below what video you want to see next. So let's just get right into it, guys. Let's just get right into it. I'm going to start with tarot just to see what comes up. There was a lot of, you know, a lot of pretty intense energy in the love spread. Pick a card for this week. So I don't know what's going to come up, honestly, here. If we're going to stick, you know, to love, or if there's other things that are going to come up. Like, let's just see. The Ace of Cups. The World in reverse. Now that is a crazy combination. And the Four of Coins in reverse. Guys. Yeah, and you know what? That's so crazy. Okay, so we have the World in reverse, the Four of Coins in reverse, and the Ace of Cups. Now, listen, the energy here is really important to focus on self this week. And I was getting that, I forget which whatever pile, it doesn't matter, but I was getting this with one of the piles. I think it was pile 1 in that love pick a card for the week, that it's very important to focus on yourself and what is in your best benefit and not to overextend your energy, because the universe is working things out in our favor. And that's why this World card is in reverse, because this isn't something that we have to go after. This isn't something that we have to make happen. This is something that is naturally occurring. So the energy is kind of shifting this week, and it's very important, if you want this Ace of Cups here, to focus on yourself, your own journey, your own path, not connecting with other people, not starting something new. You know, I'm just feeling like there's definitely this energy where it's important to stick to self and consider yourself most important. Don't allow anyone to finesse you out of this energy either. It's just very important that we're putting our needs above others this week. Yeah, exactly that. So let's see what else comes up. Okay, I'll take it since it doesn't want to go back in. The Bat Spirit, the Dove Spirit, and the Armadillo Spirit. Yeah, it's just important to kind of keep people at arm's length, to be honest, okay? Dove Spirit, Bat Spirit, and the Armadillo Spirit. You also have to, you know, find it in yourself to be comfortable in what you're choosing this week, because with the Dove Spirit, at the bottom of this card, it says, be peace. For some of you, you're kind of worried that if you don't, you know, take further action on something, that something is not going to happen. But trust, this is a luxury for the universe to literally work things out for us. The universe, God, Spirit, the divine, whatever it is that you believe in. I just say universe as a blanket statement. The point is, though, you know, it's important to be comfortable and confident in yourself and sit in your emotional body this week. I've been getting that energy just so much lately in general, but it's really, really important. Honestly, the energy of this week, it feels like if you focus on yourself, things are going to work in your favor. And that's not always the case. Sometimes you do need to collaborate with other people, you know, and build off of other people's energy. But honestly, it feels like this week that's either just going to serve as a distraction or knock you off course or change what is meant to happen for you. I was just telling this to one of the groups. It's basically like this thing where the universe, okay, the scales have finally been tipped in your favor. So things are, you know, in motion to work out to your best benefit, to work out in your favor. So this is kind of crunch week, right? So it's important for you guys to just focus on self and keep the energy intrinsic, not allow anyone to distract you from what you've been working on, not allow anyone to, you know, impede on your plans and get you focused on them and what they want. Excuse me. It's just very important for us to set healthy boundaries. With the Armadillo Spirit, at the bottom of this card, it says set healthy boundaries. We've just tipped the scales to work in our favor. Things this week are going to transform into exactly what we've been hoping and wishing and needing them to be. But do not take on this world's energy as if you have to be the creator, which we are the creator of our own lives, period. But, you know, there are other forces that do help us and work among us, and they're going to be doing their thing this week. So it's important to be comfortable and confident so that you do not, you know, lower the vibration and tip those scales back into not working in your favor. But more importantly, it's just uncomfortable affordable or important to let these things happen. And then we have the Bat Spirit. A rebirth is assured, is what it says at the bottom of this card. So I'm excited. Honestly, that feels very, very good. I'm not specifically getting love from this, even though we have the Ace of Cups. For some of you, it's definitely going to be a love thing. But for some of you, it's basically like, don't give up. This is crunch week, okay, for that business idea you've been working on, or for that, you know, whatever you've been really wanting to kind of finally take off for you. It's like that's going to finally take off, but this is a week to just be still and let it happen, okay? We have Gaia. Yeah, things are materializing on this 3D earth plane, so it's in a very real way, which is what Gaia is. Authority and conception. Yeah, and you don't want to get in the way of this conception. I am telling you. Okay, conception, authority, and Gaia. Those are your cards. So let's get into Gaia. The frequency of Gaia reminds us that we are infinitely connected to one another, just as we are Great Mother Earth that birthed us all. So, you know, things are happening finally in the 3D. The 3D meaning the third dimension, the number 3 planets, Earth, okay? Things are finally happening for us here in real life, in the physical. We can see it, you know? Just allow this week to kind of pass. It's just important to really kind of, I mean, especially if you've, you know, been manifesting things already. If you haven't, definitely start manifesting. But if you are, definitely continue to boost on that energy just to get it up and up and up and up and up and further up. But, you know, don't go against the grain. Also, don't spend any time investing in other people and whatever they have going on this week. I know that seems selfish. It's because it is selfish, and that's the way it's meant to be. I want to pull some romance cards. I want to see what's going on in the love department in relation to this, but let's just get through this. Okay, so we have the authority card. This is honestly really straightforward. This is about having authority over your own life this week. It's very important. Set healthy boundaries. Keep people at bay. Keep people at arm's length as well, okay? Also, I'm just getting, it's a good week for magic. So if there's anything you've been wanting to do kind of magically, ethereally, the universe is just really working with you. As long as you're feeding things into yourself and you're not extending your energy and feeding into other people, the universe will back that. So don't feel like you literally just have to do absolutely nothing this week. But in relation to other people, this is not the week to connect with other people and to put other people first. I'm just not seeing that. This is conception week. We all know what conception is, or we should. It's basically like the point of origin where everything kind of starts. It could be life with babies, you know, conception, you know, you get it. But it's basically like the starting point, and it's like things are literally coming out of that kind of black hole of chaos and just pure energy that has no intention, and through that, you know, things are blooming, and it's like the thing you've been wanting. That sounded really, really woo-woo. That sounded really like, what? But I hope you get what I'm saying. Basically, I'm just saying, you know, things are starting, things are happening this week. The universe is finally matching all of the energy you've put into this situation, or all of your intention that you've had into whatever it is that means the most to you right now, and you're having progress in that this week. So it does vary person to person. I'm going to pull some romance to see what's going on in that department, but, you know, this newness, this rebirth, really it feels like a life thing. It feels like a solitary thing. It feels like a solitary blessing, a blessing that only is to do with us. It doesn't feel like something that involves a whole lot of other people or anything like that. You know, yeah. So let's keep going. Romance. Yeah. We have a respect my space, you're worth love, and too much on my mind. Some of you guys are just going to choose to kind of isolate yourself regardless of what's going on in the world, but you know, not in a, you know, physical way even, but in an energetic kind of way where it's like you don't want anyone to, you know, ruin what you've got going for yourself. So you're literally setting boundaries, and that's exactly what you're supposed to do. Too much on my mind. There's a lot going on in your life right now. Honestly, it feels like as a collective, we're taking a look at what we have, not just in our life, but in our, you know, what we're taking a look at what matters to us. So if it's matters of the heart and love, you're taking a look at that with a magnifying glass, and you're, you know, basically shining a light on every area and seeing, okay, is this serving me? Is this not serving me? Okay, and then you're deciding what to do from there, because we have this You're Worth Love card. You guys, this energy has been all up and through the collective love spread. But we have the You're Worth Love card, and it's like you guys really are. It's not just about putting yourself first, but it's just about just separating from, it's old, it's getting old. Okay, if people are not appreciating you, you're putting respect on your own name, and you're moving into your purpose, and you're only accepting exactly what is, you know, matching your vibration. You're only accepting things coming towards you that are worthy of you and your time. And it just feels like we're all kind of doing that this week, and it's important for all of us if we're not, because this is just a pivotal week for us, just on period. So that's why the love spread, you know, pick a card, was so huge. Every group got its own kind of individual message that was just so huge, you know, and it makes total sense. If you haven't seen it already, it's my previous upload from yesterday, so you can watch that. But yeah, let's keep going, see what's going on. Waxing moon, the new moon in Pisces, and the balsamic moon. I like this energy a lot. The waxing moon, the new moon in Pisces, and the balsamic moon. All right, so with the whacking moon, the waxing moon, the energy is gaining momentum, and that's exactly what I was just talking about, how it's like a tipping point. The energy is finally working in your favor. The universe is pulling some strings and making things happen, so don't interfere with that. This isn't the week to give up. This isn't the week to add more necessarily, besides more spiritual, in a spiritual kind of way, you know, like with manifestation and things like that. This is just not exactly the week to be super hands-on, especially if you're changing things. If you're just going through your regular kind of, you know, what you do from week to week, of course, you know, keep up with business as usual. But in terms of changing things and like rearranging things and making decisions to, you know, kind of create something different, I would hold off on that for at least a week. Okay, balsamic moon, a time for healing. A lot of us have been going through the whole healing process. That's literally what 2019 was about. I don't know for you guys, about you guys, but as a collective energy, the whole 2019 was literally about healing and learning, and now we're able to, or we're ready to kind of, you know, exercise that learning that we've done. But then with everything going on in the world, it does make it a little difficult, just because, you know, we have, you know, boundaries, some of us are in isolation, etc. So it's not as easy to kind of be as hands-on as we all want to be, to exercise this energy. But this really is a week to kind of reinstill in yourself what you've what you've learned, and, you know, to really exercise that in the sense that, to remember, okay, I'm not accepting bare minimum, or I'm not accepting XYZ. So you're reinstating that and making sure that you're keeping to that, you know, which was a part of your 2020 plan. And then we have the new moon in Pisces, meditate and contemplate. It really does feel like a meditative week. It just feels like it's just, things are very still. It's like we're in the eye of the storm, and the universe is about to unlock a whole lot for all of us. And it's just like, we just need to kind of sit in this and be quiet and allow it to just kind of work through. And by the end of this week, we'll be able to step out into our new, you know, kind of version of reality and go from there. So let's keep going. I knew that card was going to come up too. I literally knew it. Okay, we have impasse, wondrous universe, and discovering truth. And literally, the pick a card got this energy as well, so that's so crazy. Okay, impasse, discovering truth, and wondrous universe. Let's start with discovering truth. You stand in the light of truth. Now, truths are being revealed, whether it be through a personal epiphany that you have during meditation, like, I'm too good for this, or this isn't the right move, this isn't for me, whatever it is. There's definitely truths being revealed this week, or it could be someone expressing something. I know with the love pick a card, we ended up figuring out that for some of them, some people were having kind of word vomit and just finally expressing how they felt, and then things just started picking up crazy after that and just really speeding up, you know. So with the discovering truth card, it's not necessarily something bad. So I also want to stress that, so it's not like, oh my gosh, another thing's being revealed. Like, are you meaning to tell me that this person that I've been investing all this time in is a crappy person or not the right person for me? Not necessarily, but it may be tea, okay? That may be some tea, but not necessarily. It's not inherently bad. We have impasse though, guys. Reflect and redirect your energy. This is just not the time to allow the energy to decrease. Build on the energy while we've already tipped the scales finally in our direction, and the universe is finally like, let me blast all this wonderful, you know, energy at you. Use it to your advantage. And then the last card we have was the Wondrous Universe card. This is at the end of this week. At the bottom of this card, it says walk in beauty. Honestly, it feels like it. I would be surprised if you weren't amazed at, you know, your new mind frame, or literally the things that have changed in your life in just a week. I would be surprised, because it just feels like if you do what it is that you're supposed to do this week, and you just kind of set boundaries and, you know, spend some time focused on self, building on the energy, it just feels like things are going to be so different in the most positive way. So yeah, guys, that's what's going down this week. DM my Instagram in the description below if you'd like a private tarot reading. You can ask whatever you want for the reading, okay? Like this video, please subscribe to my channel, and comment below what video you want to see next. I love you. Be careful what you wish for, okay? And I will see you in the next one.